Hi, boys and girls. I was just practicing soaring like Ava. Wouldn't it be cool to soar so high in the sky and get a bird's eye view of our world? Well, here's Ava bringing our lesson theme for the day. Jesus' power gives us hope. Hope. What do you think that means? Maybe it means you're hoping for a new bicycle. Or maybe you're hoping your mom makes your favorite dessert for supper tonight. Or maybe you're looking forward and hoping to go on a fun vacation with your family. Hope. Hope means looking forward to something good happening. Well, welcome to Rocky Railway Vacation Bible School Story Time. I'm Miss Barbara, and I'm going to share the Bible lesson with you. See this picture of this locomotive? It is very powerful and strong, as it must pull many cars behind it, either as a freight train or a passenger train. Do you know someone that is stronger than a locomotive? Oh, I think I hear you saying God. You're right. God is stronger than the most powerful engine. His power will pull us through anything and everything. All you have to do is trust Him. You know, sometimes when a train is coming near a crossing, the engineer pulls his whistle to give a signal so cars will know that it's there. And it sometimes sounds like this. Toot, toot. Well, we're going to practice being train engineers. So when you hear me say, Jesus' power gives us hope, you say, trust Jesus. Ready? Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. But I could barely hear you. Let's do that again. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Very good. That was so much better. Our lesson today is from the book of Acts in the Bible, chapter 27. It's about a man named Paul who was a follower of Jesus, and he wanted everyone to know all the wonderful things that Jesus had done for him. But our friend Paul wasn't always a Christian. At one time, he was very mean to Christians. He hurt them, threw them in jail, and even killed them. But God wanted to use Paul as a missionary, so He personally selected Paul to tell other people about Jesus. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. So here's our lesson for today. Paul encourages others in a storm and a shipwreck. So here is our friend Paul telling the good news about Jesus. But Paul had some enemies who did not like what he was teaching the people. They accused him of telling lies. So they arrested him and they threw him in prison. After many years, he was given the opportunity to go to Rome and share his faith with Caesar. The quickest way to get to Rome was by ship. The ship had other prisoners on board, plus sailors and guards, altogether 276 men. Now, here's a map showing where Paul was in prison in Caesarea and how far he had to travel to Rome. See this blue line? Keeps going. Keeps going. Not there yet. Keep going. Up this way. Oh, there's Rome. It was a very long way. They sailed along. They stopped at some ports here along the Mediterranean Sea until they got to the island of Crete. And Paul suggested here that maybe they take some time off from their journey because the weather at this time of year could be very dangerous. And if you look here at this blue line, and it goes up this way, you see it's no longer straight. It goes chicka, 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 chicka. This is where our story is going to get very interesting. So Paul asked the captain if they could detain their journey for a little bit, but the captain said no. They would sail as planned. Here they are sailing along. So far, so good. Suddenly, the weather became like a hurricane. It was very dark, with waves splashing all over the ship. All the men were afraid. They hadn't seen the sun, the moon, or the stars for 14 days, and they had even forgotten to eat. One night, Paul was visited by an angel from God, and the angel told him that the ship would be shipwrecked and destroyed, but everyone would be saved. He told them to keep up their courage. God would be in control of the ship. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. Paul encouraged the men to eat to keep up their strength. Then they began to throw the cargo into the sea. Soon they saw a sandy beach. They headed the ship toward the shore. But the ship broke in two. Everyone was ordered to jump in the sea and swim to shore or hold on to a broken part of the ship. Some of the guards wanted to kill Paul and the other prisoners so they would not escape, but the captain of the ship said, no, everyone was saved, all 276 men. Just as the angel and God had promised, Paul trusted God and the message from the angel. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus. They landed on the island of Malta, and eventually Paul was able to complete his trip to Rome and defend his faith before Caesar. You know, sometimes we're like those men on the ship. We have bad things that happen to us, and we get sad, and we feel hopeless. But God promises to strengthen us with His power, and we can trust that God's promises are true. Like Paul, we have Jesus' power and hope on our side. So boys and girls, here is a Bible verse to help us remember that God is always with us. Will you say it with me, please? So be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord. One more time. So be strong and courageous, all you who put your hope in the Lord. Last time. Jesus' power gives us hope. Trust Jesus.